Hello chaps, this will be a video explaining how to set up my plugin, WorldFeatures. Here I have a world generated with WorldFeatures. If you notice, I have a lot of hanging gardens being bombarded by an aerial assault. Now, for this plugin, you need to download the plugin. The latest version is 1.7 as of now, and you also need to download World Edit. Whenever you first start up your server, it'll create a folder called WorldFeatures, and inside this folder will be three things: a created folder, to-use folder, and settings.yml. Your created folder will be where your schematic files will be exported to if you create them in-game. The to-use folder will be where you put the schematics you want to randomly load into a world. It will also be where you store individual YML files for each schematic, but I'll go over that in a minute. The settings.yml is where you can customize general options. The wand ID sets what item needs to be held to generate a schematic, and chunk chance is the relative chance that a single chunk will spawn a schematic in its vicinity. Each individual schematic has a configurable chance to spawn also. I'll show you how to create a schematic in-game. Minecraft, there it is. Alright. First, you need to wield the item designated by wand ID. So, by default, it's a seed. And then you hold this and select your cuboid by left-clicking one place and then right-clicking another. Yeah, my computer doesn't like me running all these things at the same time. And then what you do is you use /WF and then the name of your structure. So I'll just name mine dirt. It'll say you saved it. Now, where you saved it is the created folder right here. It'll have the schematic you just created, and it'll have YML. In this YML will be the options for how this schematic is generated. Now, place has 4 different options as of 1.7. It has ground, where it'll snap to the ground and not spawn over water. It can also be anywhere. If it's anywhere, it'll spawn anywhere, but its height is limited by min and max right here. So if I kept it like this, it'll spawn anywhere between heights 1 and 126. There's also air and underground. Both of those are pretty self-explanatory. Now the setting chance right here isn't as exact as you might think. When it loads a new chunk, it will check the chunk's chance of generating anything. If it can, it runs through each YML and checks its chance right here of spawning. If multiple schematics say they can spawn in that chunk, it will randomly pick one of them to spawn. One more command is the /WF copy command. Using this, I can copy the schematic I just created and its YML into the to-use folder, so the server can start generating it into the world. Since this schematic is named dirt, I will type /WF copy dirt. And remember, each schematic in the to-use folder must have a YML file that has the same name. So if you downloaded a schematic, here, let me show you. So if you downloaded a schematic from online, simply copy and paste a YML that you created and rename it. So if I downloaded a helicopter schematic, I'd place it in this to-use folder and I'd rename this to its name, so helicopter. Then I go in and edit its chance to spawn and all that. I would probably make it air instead. Alright, that concludes this video. Thanks for watching.